Okay. Now we're live on YouTube. I will explain a few things about Talk and Talk before we start. As you know, we are a conversation platform where you can come here and talk in a lot of languages. Today we're speaking in English about how would you reimagine the world? So let's see. The first question is, why is it important to consider the impact of our actions on others, even after we're gone? So like, what do we do on Earth while we're here? Why is it important to consider its impact? Né? Por que é importante considerar esse impacto? So let's see what you think about it. Today is a reflection immersion. Murilo, let's start with you, that you made this observation, that we're going to think about it. So why is it important to consider the impact of our actions?
Yeah, our action impacts all the time the people because our action influence people, mainly kids. Yeah, depends your behaviors. These people get these behaviors and they make action for your lives. Yeah, it's important you to do good things. Yeah, in the world for better. In the world, and change the world for getting better. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it.
Perfect. Nice one. And it's true, mostly with kids, because they see us and they do the same thing. That's really true. And you, Ricardo, why do you think it's important to consider the impact of our actions on others?
Well, I don't made the research for this meeting.
You don't need to.
Yeah. Well, normally the mankind have the capacity to be empathic. So in this case, is necessary put yourself in the other place of another human, and well, I believe that the world would be a better place if every human have do this exercise, put yourself in another place, well, certainly there aren't wars and other things, but beyond from this a kind of agreement, sometimes there are misunderstanding, and well, that's weird, but a lot of things cause misunderstanding on other people. So in this case, sometimes it's necessary to put yourself in another place, try to explain, try to make another person understand clearly your intention. That's it.
Perfect. That's true. And I guess most of the times that people nowadays have these agreements, mostly nowadays, it's because of misunderstandings, right?
Yeah.
People misunderstood a lot, and we need to explain better what we want to say, and people need to understand better what we want to say. That's totally true. Perfect. And what do you think, Rosalia? Why is it important to consider the impact of our actions on others?
I think it's so important because all the time I think about that, about my children. They give good example of them, because the word that you say, the action that you done, because they are all the time watching me, trying to cope. I don't know, to follow my example. I think I need to left good example of that. And for the person to live around me, then I think it's so important. Like Ricardo says, you need to solve the problems after die, especially after you gone, because depend of the time you left some things in the people misunderstand. You can can make a problem.
That's true. It's important to really, we always say that, but I guess it's important to reinforce. We always need to think before do anything and say anything, right? Because we are dealing with other people. And just like you said, if you have kids, people around you, they will be influenced by you too. So, sorry, Murilo?
No.
Okay, no problem. So let's see. Eliander, why do you think it's important to consider the impact of our actions on others?
I agree with Ricardo, and I think our actions can hurt other people or make your day more funny, and you can improve a day of the other people with your actions.
That's true. We always feel happier when we see someone happy, right? When we see someone that is good for other people, we feel happier, right? So it's nice to be that person who is nice to other people. So nice, that's true. Victoria, why is it important to consider the impact of our actions on others?
Well, I think everything we do has consequences, and they can be bad or good. And when it's about others, I think there is no reason to make a negative impact on them. And actually, for me, it is important, and I don't know really why. I consider myself a very empathic person. So I just learned to do not deal with others what I would not like that happened to me. I feel bad if I make a negative impact on others.
Yeah, I guess when we feel bad doing that to others, it means that we are a good person because we won't do, né? A gente não vai fazer coisa para os outros se a gente se sente mal também. So it seems selfish to say like that, né? But it's true. We think first on ourselves, right? So if we feel bad doing something, we won't do it. So that's it. Perfect. And you, Luana, why is it important to consider the impact of our actions on others?
I believe in education, we are talking about words. I think when do good things, the others are seeing you're doing good things and can start to do good things, and the world could be better, you know. Especially when I talk about kids, it's more, I think it's more easy for them to absorb, to, you know, to mirror actions. So when I grow up with do good actions, the world, you know, start to believe, start to act. It's hard to, is maybe not everyone, you know, follow this, but if the most part of the world start to do this, the world can be better, and we are living in a better place.
That's true. I totally agree with you. If everybody start doing at least one small nice thing per day, it will be a better place. Because just like we said before, we feel happier when we see that, and we feel influenced by that. If we see someone doing a nice thing, we want to do a nice thing too. So it's nice to see people being good people with each other, right? So let's go to question number 2. How does the idea that our actions for ourselves die with us motivate you to do more for others? Because there are some people that think that our actions stay forever. Like, for example, famous people that died and their actions stayed, like scientists, researchers. Some people think that us, regular people, our actions die with us, right? We don't leave a mark. So maybe we do, but like regular people don't. So how does this idea that our actions die with us motivate you to do more for others? Because you can do whatever you want, so you can do more for others. I don't know if you could get the main point of this question. It's a little bit hard, but I guess so. So let's see. Let's start with Rosalia. So Rosalia, how does this idea that our actions die with us motivate you to do more for others?
Like I said before, when you make some action, good action, you can give example. Then it's matter if you die, your action could stay here because you left a good example. Then I use that because don't matter what after I die, if I left or not, but I trying to left more good example than the bad example. I'm not a certain, I don't know, not so santa, but I try to make a good example. Yeah.
Perfect. That's the main point. Nobody's perfect, right? So
yeah, I'm not perfect person. Yeah.
Perfect. And you, Luana, how does this idea that our actions for ourselves die with us motivate you to do more for others?
I agree with you, Rosalia. If we are doing good actions and the other persons are watching us and learning with this, can teach the others do the same thing that I'm doing. So I'm left my good example because it is I have a graduate in pedagogy because I like so much to teach, especially kids. They have a special part to teach the adult person.
That's true. And we learn a lot from them, from their actions with kids. I like a lot to teach kids too. And they are really smart. We don't think they are, but they are. We learn a lot from their actions and the way that they deal with others. So I really like them. They are really cool. Perfect. And you, Murilo, how does this idea that our actions for ourselves die with us motivate you to do more for others?
For example, I forgot his name. Okay, Steve Jobs created a personal computer, yeah. How I can continue his creation and improving it for everyone, yeah. I think it's amazing idea for everyone continues improving ourselves, yeah, because it totally makes sense for our lives, yeah. If you don't have the challenge in your lives, it's not make sense for you, yeah. It's important that you better people's lives, yeah, and become a change better, yeah. There are so many examples for it, and I brought this for us.
But that's true. I guess when I was younger, I didn't know what I wanted to do for life. Like I didn't know what profession I want to follow. And every test vocational that we did, they asked you, what impacts do you want to leave for the world? And we need to think about that, because if we grab something that is already like a research, just like you mentioned, and we improve to make it better for the rest of the world, it's so cool because we're doing something nice to other people. That's the impact you're leaving. So I really like this idea of leaving an impact in the world. So really cool.
You see, some things create a real impact, yeah. For example, Albert Einstein Steve Jobs, these people create big things that impact even nowadays.
That's true. They left their mark, right? And
Yeah.
we don't need to do something big like the guy who created Apple. We don't need to do that thing big. We can do small things and still leave our mark, because
Yeah.
like a lot of good people will be remembered, right? Just because they were good, not because they created like amazing things, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Anyway, Leander, how does this idea that our actions for ourselves die with us motivate you to do more for others?
I don't know if I understand you very well, but if the actions die my motivation, I don't to do I know to do with the other person. I don't understand very well these questions. Very philosophical
You
for my
want me to
mind.
yeah, it's a lot of philosophical. Like, for example, if you do something for yourself all the time, when you die, you didn't leave nothing, right? Because it was everything for you. But if you do something for other people,
Oh,
when you die, the other people will stay here, right? And then the action won't die. Did you get it?
yes, I got it. No, it's very good. We can build a business, teach other person, other peoples, and it is a legacy. I think that's it. It's very good.
Perfect. Perfect. That's it. And you, Victoria, how does this idea that our actions die with us motivate you to do more for others?
I never thought about it.
I guess that's the
But
sentence that I hear the most here. Essa é a frase que eu mais escuto na TALKNTALK. Nunca pensei sobre isso.
yeah, I never thought about it. But what I can say is doing more for others as a regular person I think even if we are living in a small group, even in our families, for example, doing good for people on our families can make a great impact, even if it's only one person. When you help one person, this person can help another person and another person and another person. And I think this is a great thing, a great way of not letting our actions die with ourselves.
That's true. Influencing in a good way, right? Because
Yeah.
you do one thing and then the person do the same thing and then they copy. Because the world is like that, right? Everybody copy everyone. So
Yeah.
so if you do a great thing, it means that other people will do great things too. So that's really nice. And Ricardo, now that you're back, how does this idea that our actions for ourselves die with us motivate you to do more for others?
Well, nowadays it's so hard to attract the attention from other people because, well, there are cell phones and others distractions in our lives. So in this case, I try to motivate another people. Well, the most important thing is motivate yourself, but I try to do the both. Try to motivate me and motivate the others. Sometimes it's not so hard. Well, just a phrase is possible to motivate another people. But well, depends on the other person. It's not about you, because the other people have to it's necessarily makes sense for another people.
Mhm.
Depends on the time. Wow. Oh, and this time I want to be motivated for another person. Because, well, as I told you, the same message could provoke a movement in a specific person, but in another, not. That's it. And it's necessary to respect the time and the will of the another person.
Mhm.
That's it.
Perfect. That's true. And I guess this motivation comes with good actions too, because like
Yeah.
you do something nice and then people see you doing something nice. You don't need to do that for attention, but when you do that, you call attention when you do something nice.
Yeah, and then nowadays it's possible to everyone is possible to got this information, got these messages in different places on the internet, on cell phones, in TV, and sometimes is a little exhausting because we receive a lot of messages every time, né? So it's necessary to pay attention to both sides, né? Motivate another person, but respect too.
Mhm. That's true. Perfect. To respect each person's wills, né? With what they want to have in their life too. That's true. So let's go to question number 3. I guess question number 3 is really cool and you need to think about it, okay? Question number 3. Can you think of a small gesture or act of kindness that you can do today that can has the potential to leave a lasting impact on someone else's life? This is something hard to think about, but we need to think about that because we need to do something for other people. So for example, I can start. And I am a teacher, right? And then I chose to be a teacher because I think I had this impact on other people to teach something. And if you could leave this immersion learning, I don't know, one word more, I'm happy. So I guess this is a small action of kindness because I do this with kindness. I really like what I do that I can do today. Like if you live here and know one thing more, I'm happy. So that's it. I don't think it has a huge impact on your life or something, but it's just a small thing. And I think it's really cool. So let's see about you. Victoria, can you think of a small gesture of kindness that you can do today?
I don't know. I grew up in a small city, and everyone in this small city, I can say, has the habit of when you walking on the street and you see another person, you compliment them. Good morning, good evening, have a great day. And this is something really small, but sometimes I was feeling sad and going to the school unmotivated, and I don't know the word, but that man who rides the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
don't
bus
know
driver.
the bus driver. Thank you. He just said to me, "Good morning, how's your day? May you have a great day." And I was like, this is something small, but it made my day. It changed my mood, my humor. And I think just being gentle with people is a small gesture that can make an impact.
That's true. That's really true. And I guess even the way you say good morning can cheer someone up, right? If I arrive here 7 a.m. in the morning, I say good morning, everyone, like happy, it cheers you up, right? So I guess even though you're sad, something so small can cheer you up and make you feel happier. So it's really cool. And the city that I live is the same thing. I need to say good morning to everyone on the street, and I love that. And you, Luana, can you think of a small gesture or act of kindness that you can do today that has the potential to leave a lasting impact?
I say about that. I like the person say do to me, a little smiley, say good morning, listen I think small gestures can impact, my life and the other one. Because if you say, as you say, the way that you say good morning can change my humor, and if my humor is good, I can, talk to the other or listen to the other with more kindness.
That's true. It seems like it's like contagious, right? If you are happy and say to someone that you're happy too, and maybe this person get or angry with you. There are some people who are like the old men that are really rabugentos, really grumpy, and then they would be mad at you. Às vezes você ficou com raiva de você por você ser feliz. Mas tem gente
Yeah,
que fica feliz.
exactly.
So it's nice. Okay. So let's see. Eliander, can you think of a small gesture or act of kindness that you can do today?
Yes, I can help the new employee with your new tasks and help the other person. Take a coffee with my wife, my wife. I think in two things only.
Perfect. That's it. We can do anything we can do to help others, né? Small things, small acts of help. It's really cool, né? Quando você ajuda um pouquinho que você pode no seu dia, é tão bom também, né? It's really cool. Perfect. And you, Ricardo, can you think of a small act of kindness that you can do today?
Well, how about I told in the last question, it's not just, I believe that nowadays the only opportunity that we have is a small gesture, because it's so hard to attract attention more than a couple of minutes. So in this case, I don't know, sometimes I think weird, but sometimes I send a audio by WhatsApp, and a lot of people hate this thing. So in this case, it's okay, I just type some words in a phrase, okay, and sometimes I prefer send the audios because I believe that is more practical and the more dynamic too. But well, I understood, and I'm a person and another person have different profile, so in this case, how do you say? For other hand, if you send a small gesture, for example, a phrase, a lot of people want to connect to this phrase. So in this case, it's necessary to do everything in a video and have more than an hour, or an audio that 30 seconds, or just a phrase, depends on the other person. So in this case, it's necessary to have a conscience and to do the right things. And well, the other hand, choose if you assume or not. That's it.
Perfect. I guess even those small things, they show other people that you care about them. And that's the main point. It can be an audio, a phrase, a small message, shows that you care. So I guess that's the most important part. My mom every day sends me a good morning sticker. She doesn't even write good morning. She sends me a sticker. But I don't care a lot. It means that she cares. So that's fine for me.
Exactly.
So that's it. And you, Murilo, can you think of a small gesture or act of kindness that you can do today?
Yeah, it's a very nice question. I really like it. Mainly the small gesture impact so many lives. Yeah. For example, sometimes have people that nobody talk with their people. Yeah, and the small gesture can be changing their lives. Yeah, and the small gesture is, let me see, starting one changing in their lives. for example, one book, yeah, you talk in a book for these people, or one compliment, yeah, I don't know how to say it, yeah, or having you help you with something or small thing, yeah, and yeah, I think this is the main thing for changing so many lives around us. Yeah.
Perfect. That's true. And when you say good morning, good, just like Victoria and Luana said, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Say
being
before.
polite, right? It's cool.
Yeah,
Perfect. That's true.
amazing.
So let's go to question number 4. Do you believe that helping others is an essential part of living a fulfilling life? Why? Why not? Because like having a fulfilling life is like having a life that is nice life, a complete life. Like you feel that nothing is missing. So if you believe that helping other people is an essential part for a good life, and why? I guess it is, because if you live only for yourself, like you do things only for yourself, it's not. It's good. Yeah, I won't say it's not good to do things for you, but it's boring. It gets boring one time. So you need to do things for other people so you can feel better too. So I believe it is. So let's see about you. Ricardo, do you believe that helping others is an essential part of living a fulfilling life?
Yeah, it's a necessity, and this action come back to you in some time, certain time. So, well, yeah, it's, in my opinion, it's a necessity because it's changing our world. So, if you wanted to find a better place, it's necessary to do some actions that promote this situation, or what's mean a better place to live, you and your children's too. That's it.
Perfect. I totally agree with you. And since you mentioned, I guess it's important to influence the kids, right? Because just like we said before, they are the highly influenced. So I guess we need to do the good things for them to do too, right?
Yeah, I love watching videos from a guy, I believe that is Luis Felipe, I don't know, and he give flowers to girls. So that's sometimes is, I don't know the real intention from them, but certainly for this person, for this woman, this day became so better, and they provoke positive thoughts during certain time. So I love the face, the surprise in front this girl, and well, I believe that in movements like that.
Perfect. There's an Instagram account called Razões para Acreditar, which is amazing. They always show nice things that happen, and it gives us hope that the world is not a bad place, because it's a really good Instagram account. I really like it, and I know this guy, and I think he records those videos, and we see the faces, so it seems like a spontaneous reaction that they are indeed happy. So it's a nice thing to watch.
The name of the account, that's it?
Razões para Acreditar. Razões para
Okay.
Acreditar. It's really good, really good. I really like it. Let's see. Victoria, do you believe that helping others is an essential part of living a fulfilling life?
Yes, I think so. I think when we help others, even if it's with a small gesture, or if it's as a volunteering, something like that, it is important because as humans we have the need to be in a community, and when we are isolated and when we have no contact, we feel bad. So helping others should be something natural, and that is great for our personal development.
That's true. I totally agree with you. It should be something natural. We shouldn't be talking about that like if it was rare, right? Because it shouldn't be. People should do that every day. But I don't know what happened. The world got, I don't know, colder. And then we don't do as many things as we can to be nice. So I guess it should be more normal. I totally agree with you. And you, Murilo, do you believe that helping others is an essential part of living a fulfilling life?
Yeah, I believe so much. And I believe because almost everything that you to do, these things return for you. Yeah, you receive the almost the same actions. Yeah, or and I try to practice it. Yeah, mainly recently. Yeah, and I can see these changes. Yeah, for example, when when I help with someone, I receive an opportunity for employee, yeah, and it's kind of something like that, yeah. It's totally happen, yeah. It's important you practice it every day, so when you can.
Perfect. That's true. And just like you said, if we do something, it gets to us in a way, right? It returns, né? A gente faz uma coisa boa,
Yeah.
volta pra gente. That's true.
Practice because it brings a lot of good things for our lives. Make
I
sure.
totally agree. That's true. And you, Luana, do you believe that helping others is an essential part of living a fulfilling life? You're muted. Ah, okay, wait.
What I said might be understood, but I believe that is a part that we can't forget. But if we don't think about our acts, ourselves, and know about ourselves, and try to do good things for us, I believe that we can't, I forgot the word, but we can't do things that we really do, I guess the word is the bright that we show for the others. It's don't, brag, but we need to think about us first because they change the words, the better word that we want need to start with us. We can't put the responsibility, all the responsibilities about our hormones, about our actions in the others. We can choose act different, think different arts, and say different things, and the change starts with us.
That's true. I guess that summarizes everything, right? The changes starts with us because we need to do something. Né? We need to do something different, something good, because we don't see this very often. Just like Victoria said, it's not normal. People don't do that often, and we need to do that. So the changes start with us. And also, I remember something while you were saying that we don't need to do that to brag. A gente não precisa fazer isso para se gabar. Né? We need to do that because it's nice. And when we do that to brag, to show other people that we're nice, it's not meaningful. Não faz sentido, né? Não tem significado. So I don't think it's also a good thing. You need to do because you want to do. You want to be a good person, not to show other people, né? There's even a famous sentence in English. I don't know who said that, but like, you need to do things for the heart, not for applause. It doesn't rhyme, não rima, mas enfim, faz sentido, né? Você precisa fazer do coração, não por aplauso, né? Então, makes sense. So let's go to question number 5. How does the thought of leaving a positive legacy affect the choices you make on a daily basis? So like, yeah, I don't know if you want to leave a legacy. I don't know, most of the people don't even think about that. But if you want to make a change in the world, you need to choose your choices on a daily basis, like in a good way, né? Você tem que fazer boas escolhas. So let's see. Luana, let's start with you. How does the thought of leaving a positive legacy affect the choices you make on a daily basis?
I would say no. I don't talk about that before. But I think if I do things that I like, that the best say or do for me, with the others, I guess it's a start, for the change. I can, if I don't, for example, if I don't want to discuss, I can say yes and finish, finish the conversation, finish the talk. But if I want to discuss, no, it's not, I can, okay, I don't like to discuss because don't solve nothing. So I choose to stay quiet or not. I decide to stay in my house because if I go out, I don't want to talk to anyone, to good act, so I could stay in my house because, a little talks, little things that I can say, I can do for me, help the other.
That's true. It's hard because sometimes we have those small arguments with other people, and some people take us really like it's hard to deal with them. So we need to be really careful to don't like put that on other people, né? Jogar isso nas outras pessoas, because it's a problem with us or with other person, a specific person, right? It's complicated, but it happens. And you, Victoria, how does the thought of leaving a positive legacy affect the choices you make on a daily basis? Victoria, are you okay? Yeah.
Okay. Legacy affectation on daily basis. I actually don't know. I think when we have kids, this is worry, but I still don't have kids, so I don't know if I will leave a positive legacy. But if I have kids, I want to one day. I would be thinking about it, and I think every single time I had to make a decision, I would feel pressured, I think. It's something that gives you responsibility and pressure.
Because you need to make the best choice, right? You need to choose the correct thing, and it's impossible to do always that, right?
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. And you, Murilo, how does the thought of leaving a positive legacy affect the choices you make on a daily basis?
Okay, it's a hard question, yeah, because if I worry with everything, it's becoming a little bad for me, yeah. I try to do good things, yeah, but it's not my responsibility if people to do another, yeah. And because if I worry with everything, it's not so good, yeah. Yeah, I try to do my party, yeah, make my party, and if it possible, impact so many lives, it's not impact, okay. If, yeah, because, yeah, that's it.
If you could impact someone, that's fine. If not, you did your part. That's
Yeah,
it.
I would like to be perfect for everyone, but it's not possible. Yeah,
It's impossible. Not
yeah,
even
it's possible.
Jesus, né? Nem Jesus
Yeah,
agradou todo mundo. It's impossible.
yeah, really.
Perfect. And you, Ricardo, how does the thought of leaving a positive legacy affect the choices you make on a daily basis?
I believe on this movement. I believe that is, if you think about the other side, for example, a screen driving a car, uh, say bad names for another person. If you this movement provoke a wrong situation or a bad situation, the opposite maybe provoke the opposite too. Let your day a little better. So sometimes the people use it to receive a lot of bad messages when they turn on the TV, or when they look at the cell phone, or so. And sometimes anyone tell much things about it, but when you receive, oh, this guy is so boring, send me messages every day. As I told you, depends the other side. You you could send a message, a positive message, and they don't. This message is not so well received for the other side. So I believe that you have to do, and don't expect a lot of situations. Oh, thanks a lot for your message or for your movement. Oh, that's okay. But sometimes I receive people when they find me, or when you receive a message back, but a lot the most part of the time not. But I believe that in this case, I used to send messages on WhatsApp and other things. That's it.
Perfect. I guess it also summarizes what we said here, because like it depends on the other part. We can't please
Yeah.
everyone. É impossível agradar todo mundo.
And
So,
it's not. I don't think that another person is wrong. Just it's different for me. Sometimes in that time, when I receive a message, I could don't receive well this message too, because I'm human. And so in this case, if you don't, it's not possible to think about yourself and about the others. That it's not exact a positive thing, but you are human and you make mistakes too. So
that's true. That's true. And with this sentence, we're human and we make mistakes. I will stop the live on YouTube. Bye bye.